Okay, I've got a confession to make. I've always been a junkie of what's called the techniques invented by the so-called pickup artists. At first, I was really excited at learning these techniques because there were lots of reports online on how effective they were. However, my excitement turned to disappointment when I tried some of these PUA techniques and failed. I thought it was my fault that I was not using the techniques right, but it turned out that I wasn't the problem. You'll find out why later in this video. When I told my best buddy Matthew about this, he laughed. "John, man," he said, "forget about silly pickup artist tricks. Do yourself a favor and go find out about the Shogun Method instead." Intrigued, I went online and did a Google search. At first, I was somewhat skeptical as it looked like just another pickup artist program. But boy, was I wrong. Truth be told, the Shogun Method gave me the shock of my lifetime. I was told that some of the techniques contained inside the method were quite controversial, but nothing really prepared me for it. And so when I saw it for myself, it gave me a couple of sleepless nights. The core of the Shogun Method is what is termed as enslavement strategies. These are used to segregate a woman and isolate her from the outside world. When used correctly, a woman will drift away separated from her family and circle of friends. At the same time, she will grow more attached to you emotionally. Soon, she will be sucked into a world consisting only of you and her. And so you'll see how this is miles apart from the shallow pickup artist mumbo jumbo like approach openers and peacocking. The Shogun Method will equip you with tools and techniques that will last a lifetime, simply because they are rooted in the hard science of female psychology. In other words, the Shogun Method is not just another pickup artist fad. Also, the Shogun Method is unique because it's not merely a collection of techniques. Instead, it's a step-by-step roadmap which clusters up the techniques according to which stage you're at with your target. The heart of the Shogun Method is the famed I-Ray model, a roadmap consisting of four distinct stages in seduction, namely intrigue, rapport, attraction, and enslavement. According to Derek Rake, the process of seduction is linear and sequential. First, you'll need to intrigue a woman so that she invests her attention in you. When you have captured get attention and interest, then you'll use the opportunity to build rapport with her. With sufficient rapport, you can then make her feel attracted to you. Finally, to keep her attracted to you, then you'll need to enslave her. In the Shogun Method, you're only supposed to focus on one stage at a time and mastering the techniques contained in that particular stage. To me, this helped me to avoid information overload and it gave me a clear mind on what to do next with a particular woman that I am interested in. Now, I can't claim to be an expert at the Shogun Method, but I've gone through the complete I-Ray cycle once, and so here's what I think. The enslavement stage is the most exciting because that's where you can wield the most power when you start to indoctrinate a woman and make her subservient to you. Derek had warned not to use enslavement techniques unnecessarily, but out of curiosity, I had used one of its tactics called the Black Rose sequence on this girl I was going out with. And to say that it completely blew my mind would be an understatement. Well, not to mince my words, she had been quite a to me, but now she's as obedient to me as a puppy. Okay, to be fair to Derek and his clients, I can't disclose what the Black Rose sequence is in detail, but to summarize, you use it to completely erase a woman's self-identity and install a new identity that's completely subservient to you. In the Shogun Method, this new identity is completely under your control. It can indeed be quite sinister, especially if you have malicious intentions. There's one thing to watch out for though. There's no option to undo the effect of enslavement, as far as I know. If you're not really serious about a woman, then subjecting her to the Shogun Method can be intolerably cruel. For a presentation on the Shogun Method, go to fractionationhypnosis.com. You'll have to register with your email address, but it'll all be worth it. You'll have your eyes opened, I guarantee it.